Alrighto, so let us begin. Last time we left our daring heroes, members of the Night Watch. They had ventured forth into the Sea of Darkness in pursuit, or rather in search, of an advanced scout party that didn't report back for several days now. And after some standard encounters in the surrounding abandoned, desolate countryside and forests, uh, with creatures that didn't give you much trouble. We had one encounter which proved to be quite tough, with two headless horsemen. And a point of order, I'm aware that by default statistics that were provided, the headless horsemen cannot speak, and yet they spoke. On one hand, that's my fuck up, but we're gonna roll with that. That their voice was like a weird ethereal thing coming from the like shadowy substance side of them. And after that, you have proceed further onwards and made camp. And to start and quickly finish bookkeeping, I made the loot handout, which I'll show to you now. Show to players. So, when the horsemen died and they started dissolving, the similar thing as last time when you dealt with the shadows happened, is that from the forms, another different things coalesce. Kind of like you killing them somehow purified a little bit of their form or substance or something, and you found the following things. So if you can like spare a few minutes, if you like can go, guys can go through that and decide who takes what. And I'm aware that probably, if not all, then most of these potions are not part of the SRD, so they will have to be manually added to your character sheet.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that Sasa will need to take from this. So she
Play on
has a,
hands. I don't. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah.
I was gonna say play on hands. I don't need elixir of health or anything like that.
Alright. I'll take the elixirs of health. And I'll take like one of the necrotic potion of resistance. And other people can take the others.
I think Pastor would leave the necrotic potions alone because of casting protection from good and evil can about a lot. I think he can't really see much need for it.
Then I'll take it then. Sasa will take it. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Is one potion of necrotic resistance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. If it exists in SRD, it might be like potion of resistance, and then it has to be like, you have to like manually specify. Probably, I cannot say for sure. Right. And I also recall that you did do the short rest. As a reminder, you do have a couple of potions, and we are playing with a rule that if you chug a potion down outside of combat, you don't need to roll for hit points, you just take maximum.
We
Hint, hint,
Nice.
Pastor.
Yeah, I was just doing that.
Oh.
How would you like to use it?
I would give the potions of restoration to Sasa because she has the most like mobility, I guess you could say. So if someone needed it, she could get there because she can just fly over enemies. So
Sasa turning
Yeah,
into
just-
a mobile health dispenser.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes,
it's a heal
yeah.
bot.
yes, get in there.
Okay, so it's 2 potions of Of what, sorry? Raider.
Restoration.
Of restoration.
Yeah.
Of the
And they
strippers.
act as
Ah,
if the
thank you.
greater restoration spell.
Okay,
Which
so
amongst
6.
Which, amongst other
Mm.
things, this is like one of the good things because then it allows you to like some of the undead that have very not nice effects, like reducing your maximum hit points, or doing
Losing the
ability
strength?
damage. Yeah, potion of restoration deals with that.
Nice.
Pastor, you would get 10 healing instead of 6 because we're doing the outside
Yeah,
of combat.
I manually added 10.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I just did that so that it would be used.
You see the hit point bars on your tokens, like the other players see the health bars of entire party, or not?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
We see the health bars, we don't see the exact number.
Yeah, I don't think in Foundry it's possible to show exact number. Actually,
We get the general vibe check. We scroll up you.
Ember to help.
yeah, I don't see the numbers, but you also like see the bar, see the health estimate when you like hover over the token, so that's fine. And just to be completely sure, while you are doing the short rest, there are like no further troubles. You are able to conduct your short rest successfully. During that time, do you wish to have any sort of talking, social scenes between each other, or do you want me to continue onwards?
The only thing I'll say is that halfway through, Vale changes from being a werewolf into a human again without realizing it.
Oh, you change back? Do you figure it out?
Looks at hands, looks back up. I don't know.
Oh,
I
okay.
have no idea what happened.
Esther is just drawing in their journal.
I don't know
Alright.
you well enough to ask you what you're drawing yet.
Right, well, I guess that answers that. Very well, as you gather up and proceed onwards, as it turns out, you don't have to move that far ahead, because it's around this time and this area where the advanced scouting party would have their camp. And without any checks, with what you have, your abilities, I'm gonna say you do not have issue finding the place that normally was acting as a camp for the advanced scouting party. So allow me to activate and a new map.
Oh.
So what you see, to allow me to like better set
boy.
the scene, it's like pre-made map. So this looks like a regular camp in ruins. However, the state of the the equipment, the camping supplies will indicate that something unusual happened, because everything seems to be like as if fallen and in vast disarray. And to get that out of the way, either you can make, whoever wants to, either you can make Arcana check or history. I want to say knowledge local, but I don't think 5e has knowledge local, but that would fall under.
Alright.
I'll
Okay.
do a
History.
Arcana.
Or investigation if you
Great.
if you want.
I roll another one.
Oof.
Comrade.
Okay, Arcana.
It's a sad day.
Okay.
Hey.
Nice.
Thank you, robot friend.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
The rest of you are struggling in remembering that particular bit of information. However, Pastor recalls that Well, this camp is not that far ahead, not far away, because you roughly estimate that maybe you were traveling for about an hour or maybe 2, not including the short rest that you had. However, you know that the place, the outlands, the wastelands, the badlands, the Sea of Darkness that we are traveling through is extremely dangerous, and if you do not have magical precautions, trying to do a long rest is very tough because it's very high chance that you will be interrupted. So what you know is that these advanced scouting parties, they almost always have to have someone that can do magic, or even if they are not spellcasters themselves, they can use scrolls. And you know there are spells that can provide you, that can cut you off temporarily from the outside world. And looking at the state of the camp and the thing how it looks like, you are pretty sure that they were inside the, the safety bubble. But something happened and they were ambushed. Perhaps that safety
Something
bubble
took them
was
out?
dispelled, broken.
So I'm imagining like a Lenoramon's tiny hut scenario. Is this accurate?
For example, yes. I know that's one
Okay.
of the spells, but I'm pretty sure that's not the only one. But yeah, that's
Okay.
definitely one of the first ones that come to mind.
So this place is obviously like there was signs of a struggle.
Yes, as you will be approaching, I'm not sure if from your perspective, you will be seeing 2 dead bodies lying on the ground, and you'll be seeing a form, bloodied, looking very wounded, however, sort of like sitting, kneeling near the campsite with a weird glow next to them. The game is unpaused. What do you do?
Can I roll perception on this person before I move forward?
Absolutely.
Just
If you wish,
get a better
if you also wish to like specify to me, like, is there anything specific you're looking for?
Okay. I'm looking for if the blood that she's covered in is her own or not, and I'm going to be using smell.
All right.
At 20.
Nice.
I would like to
Ooh.
inside to see real quick if she looks like she's like aggressive. That's not the word. but-
Pastor, if you were gonna go that far ahead, Vale probably would have like put an arm out because you're don't want you going too far ahead. Probably would have gently put an arm out and been like, "Here,
I will allow insight, however, yeah, like for fluff reasons, Asasa would probably have to be a little bit closer. Maybe try to like get a better pick at her, because the female dwarf with like a dark skin tone that now you are seeing closely is slightly slumped, or rather she's kneeling. She's not fallen down, but her head is like slumped down, like looking to the ground, to the campsite, so it's like harder to catch her eyes.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll do it when I get closer. For now, I cannot.
All right. To quickly go with that natural 20, you are absolutely sure that the blood on her is hers.
Okay, then Vale would rush forward.
And while you do not
Excuse
see other like bodies of skeletons, zombies, and whatnot, or other creatures that would have attacked them, there are signs of struggle. However, it seems to you, and you don't need to roll for that, that this was more of an ambush than like a regular fight. So you worry that they might not have a chance to put like too much of a fight.
Okay. Then Vale's gonna run up and he's gonna say, "Excuse me, are you alright? Do you need help?" And then he's gonna like already have like a potion ready because she looks like she's extremely wounded.
The person
if she's-
does not react, and you
Okay.
realize that when you are approaching, and you are not exactly, super quiet, there is no reaction. And now that you're like that close, you realize that there's this glow, this weird like light glow, seems to be coming from her neck. That's slightly hidden behind her hair. And let me show you the artwork.
Can I roll the inside now to see
Yes,
what's going
absolutely.
on?
That's
Cool.
sick. Wait.
Yes, that's a female dwarf
Badass.
paladin, and
It looks like a Spartan armor.
yeah. I leave it up to you. If you want to decide that you recognize this person from, like, you don't have to be like friends, but even though we are playing in a city of several thousand people, you might have like passing recollection of the face, or you might not. It's your call.
I'm gonna say maybe I like seen her once or twice, but I didn't really remember anything about her relevantly.
Man, getting those not ones out of the way.
Better to do it now than in combat, I guess.
Can I make any sort of check to see what this glow is, like an Arcana check or something?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Vale is gonna say something's going on with her neck. Does anybody know what that is? And he's gonna point. Oh wait, I know what that is. Never mind.
All right. You know, for this not one, so let's deal with like the success roll first. And instead of saying like, oh, you know nothing, I'm gonna use a move from Powered by the Apocalypse books, where bad result means something happens. Not that nothing happens, but something happens. Or you rather learn something, you know, toward the move against you, whatnot. So you realize that they say that eyes are the windows of the soul. So you realize that with her head slumping downwards, you go like down, and what you see in her eyes chills you. It won't have mechanical effect because right now we are not in combat, so you know your frightened effect will not have a, you know, much of an issue. However, the person in front of you obviously looks and dresses like a warrior, and you can imagine that in combat her expression is severe, and she's definitely not a menace, but like a threat to the
Force.
enemies, like a force to be reckoned with. However, when you see in her eyes, the light is not there. What stares back at you is a blank, emotionless gaze, and you wonder, you start to think to yourselves that there might not be anyone behind those eyes anymore.
Sassy just like looks and he just like immediately just like flies back to the wall, just puts like back against the wall, and she's gonna say, I don't think she's alive anymore.
If you wish to be sure, you can make medicine checks.
Okay. Not one. Let's go. 1 second.
You know, 3 times in a row would
I'm
be
ready.
something else. Close!
Not you, baby!
Classic JP counting with the
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, I only know how to count up to 3.
In your eyes, she might as well be dead, considering the wounds. Maybe it's just like a pure shock, or her last bit of determination that she didn't fall down. And pausing that for a moment, Pastor, as I see you like moving around, I assume you are checking the bodies. Derp?
He's muted. Maybe do my Arcana check while we wait for that guy to come.
I thought that he's around, but not.
I don't know.
Arcana or Perception, whatever is you prefer.
I got an 18.
Oh, you got... Fuck.
You're
Sorry.
good.
Also confused. Okay, for that you actually like to be slightly closer, and you peer at her back. Very carefully, you shift the hair to the side, and you see, not large, but what I can only describe as a rift in her neck.
Oh.
Not like a bloody wound, but like there's literally a rift on her neck and there's light emanating from it. And with an 18, I'm gonna say that for whatever reason, I'm gonna fluff reasoning why you know this. I'm gonna leave it up to you. I'm sure you will come up with interesting idea, might be related to your order or your mentor. But the first thought that comes to Vale's mind is that her soul has been ripped out.
All those times when Sasa comes over to the forge and just like does her homework and it finally pays off. Vale absorbed one thing. Vale is immediately going to shift into his werewolf form and he's gonna say, she's not human anymore. Or she's not like humanoid anymore.
However, before you do that, before you waste your resource of changing into a werewolf, you believe she's not undead. The body is alive, but it's unresponsive.
Can I just like spiritually push it back in?
You do not get a feeling
Push it
that
back into the wound.
you do not get a feeling that the soul is anywhere in the close vicinity.
Okay.
Just imagine just, like grabbing like a soul and just like pushing it in just with a finger, just like push it in, close the wound.
So true.
And also, I'm gonna say, you did this carefully, but your, I don't want to say animal instinct, but well, warrior's instinct, you did feel like your hair standed up, like, you know, this like potential ping of danger when your hand was getting closer to the rift wound itself. You didn't touch it, so nothing happened.
Okay. Secondary question then. Is there any sort of thing that we have, like any of our elixirs or anything, that would help her? Or is this beyond anything that we can possibly do? Because like a greater restoration's pretty strong.
I looked at it, however, I do not see your soul being ripped out as a part of it.
It was worth a try.
You can definitely there are definitely ways you can do something, but before we continue with Vel and Sasa, Silas, do you do anything in the situation? Do you want
I'm
to
just
do
looking
something?
outside. No one's mentioned anything to me as far as I'm aware, so my character's just writing in a book.
Yeah, Vale would definitely like call out to everyone and say, "Hey, I figured out some stuff. We need to talk about this." I don't know what happened to this camp, but something ripped these people apart in an ambush and ripped her soul halfway out its body. And that's what that glow is, coming from her neck.
Kind of looks at her.
Sorry about that. I was called away.
Alright.
So tell me, are
gonna-
they fiends, celestial, undead?
I'm gonna therefore I'm gonna get back to you in a moment. You know the type of the big footprints you sense, but it's not identity.
I also know if it's hallow or unhallow spell has been done over here, so if something has specifically happened, we'll start to know.
Alright. So I'm gonna give like definitely an answer in regards to that spell. You do not detect a presence in actually the answer will be at least twofold. One, you do detect celestial presence emanating from the rift wound. That's one. Two, you do not detect any unhallow spell. However, there is because an act of ripping someone's soul out, you don't need a skill check to know that's freaking evil act as shit. So that leaves a mark in the metaphysical realm, even in this world of darkness that you live in. So, you do get a feeling that this happened. Fiend or undead. This was an act done by an undead.
But beyond is something Vale. As they just kind of ponder.
Do you relay that? Like the exact information, I guess you could say.
Yeah, sure.
And Dirk, basically all that happened is I checked her and it looked like her soul had been ripped halfway out her body.
Right. I last I heard was the eyes are empty, and then I was called away.
Yeah, that glow is her soul ripped out of her
boy.
body. Yeah, she's not dead, and she's not alive, and she's not an undead. And we get the feeling of celestial from her. Apparently.
Okay.
Specifically, you are feeling from the rift wound. And I was asking you away, that is Pastor checking the other bodies?
Oh yeah, he's basically looking over the wounds and like trying to figure out what exactly caused this. Like, look at the wounds, kind of trying to figure out what weapons caused this type of wound and try and relate that to a certain type of undead.
Alright, give me a medicine check.
I did. It's
got
a
21.
Oh, that's for... I am blind today. Right, with a 21, you come with the idea that there are some type of undead that are using claws and bites to rip their targets apart. But something doesn't exactly click with you. And as you peer closer, you look at the size of the wounds, how deep they go. Your memory, you flash back to like how Vale looked in their form, how they fought.
Right.
And you're starting to see a connection. And around the same time, Vale, as you relay this information, the initial, shock of dumping information of what you think that happened, and whatnot, and you take another sniff just for breathing and not focusing solely on area, like the blood. There's a very faint scent that brings you to the past. On that one fateful day.
I smell a bitch.
It's very faint because obviously this happened a few days ago, so it's not fresh, but you have that impression.
I learned something that's kind of scary, and that I can do my werewolf form every short rest. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to basically bloodhound sniff and be like, "Where did this bitch go?"
Like dogs.
Like an actual fucking tracking dog. 20.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Yeah, you're absorbing my fucking
I was
blood now.
angry. Yeah, your look's mine.
Alright. This would be interesting. Okay, before I deal with the results of this, actually, no, let's just deal with this, and we're gonna... Okay, so, I have a natural 20, even though, as we mentioned, we do not do critical successes on, like, ability skill checks on attacks. It's still a very high result. So I'm gonna give the following information. One, because of the amount of time that has passed, even with that result, you cannot be 100% sure. But as you like start sniffing around, you do get a feeling, a sensation, that the scent of that werewolf, your nemesis, might have went in the general direction of the City of Hope.
Fuck.
And now that you are thinking about it, considering you know the time frame, as in, sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Would already.
Essentially, you start to get a feeling that the attack on this camp, not a feeling, but you're beginning to be more confident that the attack on this camp happened shortly before the assault on the city itself, on the checkpoints.
Alright.
That would make sense.
Because there's definitely a larger planet here. However,
That would
information
be
number
able
2.
to crit him.
Ooh.
Actually, hold that thought. Pastor, what do you want to say?
Oh, we're just gonna have Pastor come down here and say, large, deep claw-like wounds upon the bodies. Yeah,
I'm gonna wait to
because
RP.
they
after
don't know
this.
about the werewolf yet.
No. Alright. I'm gonna wait until the second half of the information before
Okay.
I...
2.
Move.
You do feel, while you are focused, your mind was solely focused on that werewolf, your nose knows best, and you feel blood. Not fresh, however, there is a trail, smell of blood, that is leading in a different direction. And now that you are scouring the camp, you realize you are missing someone. You have 2 dead bodies, dead as a doornail. You have one, well, if you know what to call it exactly. However, one person is missing, and you are now for sure that the advanced scout teams have at the very minimum 4 members. It's a 4-man party.
Mm. Then everyone would see Vale sort of like moving around the camp, investigating everything, in his big werewolf form, and then he would just sort of come to the center of the camp, and he would look fairly somber, and especially when Pastor says deep claw-like wounds, he would just nod solemnly. And he'd say, I believe the one who did this and the one who attacked the city are the same.
And
who caused the undead assault.
one point of clarification, the patches of dried blood you find that, lead in a different direction, they do not look like someone was drugged. It seems like, someone was, limping or moving forward, like leaving, small droplets of blood.
This is likely the breach that led to the assault even being possible.
He'll nod, and he'll say, I believe the werewolf that caused this is also the one that made me a werewolf. And he'll just sort of look at his hands, and then he'll sort of shake his head to get himself out of it, and he'll say, I believe one of the members may even still be alive, or at least was able to get away before they died. There's a blood trail this way. And I don't know what direction it is in, but he would sort of lead everybody there.
That's one trail. And I wanted to round back up to the divine sense thing that Silas did, because there's one more small bit of information. Whatever causes the wound to glow like that, whoever took the soul also left a trail. Just enough that I know, normally divine sense doesn't work that way, but just enough that Silas and I'm gonna double check. Yeah, so Silas has a strong impression of a thread emanating from the still form of dwarf and leading further inwards in a different direction.
Okay, we'll hold on to that information.
Okay, so aka because I know sometimes I try to describe things and I'm sounding more confusing than I intend to be. So in short, above the board you have blood trail leading to following, the potentially escaped survivor, and then you have a second trail through divine sense of a soul thread that leads you to in different direction.
If we are to look for
Cool.
the survivor, we should probably take care. We do not know if anything would be setting up a trap for us.
Bill will nod. He'll sort of move towards the front so he can hear better.
Right. Sasa following then. Who's scared?
Soul's doing the same.
All right. So actually, you don't have to because I'm gonna copy tokens on a different bump either way. So just to confirm, you are leaving the camp as it is, as in like you do not move area anywhere or something.
I was considering bringing them along with us, but if we're going into a possible ambush, I feel like it might be better to leave them.
We can come back.
If they've already been here for at least a few hours and nothing yet has come to them.
Yeah.
Make that a few days.
Yeah, it's been a
Right.
few days now.
Right,
In
yeah.
a hot second.
It's been a while and they're still like this and nothing has come to disturb them, so assuming a couple more minutes won't hurt.
Yep.
Besides, we don't know if moving their body will do something.
But yeah, just to like clarify, I know that I said like above the board like there are two pathways, but in character, if I heard right, Silas does not share the information about the threat he senses.
You're correct. In fact, I'm just gonna post this as a note of what you guys may be dealing with when I play this character.
I cannot say I recognize it.
It's from a monthly series called The Gray Man, but it's a whole.
Oh, actually, okay. I read the manga, but maybe it's been a while.
I do not
Guys,
believe I know
Bookman.
of that.
Oh, that okay.
Yeah, I'll just follow along Vale and their path to find the blood.
All right. Just FYI, there was like fully map ready, and bad stuff would have happened if that wound rift was touched. I mean, bad. I'd
Oh,
say
boy.
fun in Dwarf Fortress sense.
I'm gonna poke it.
Do not poke the weird divine.
What happens if I hit her over the head with a chair?
Oh my god, she's broken in half.
That's roaring wild. Oh,
The soul,
I'm gonna suplex
soul
her.
fog shatters
People's
into
elbow.
glass,
Oh god.
or sucked
The
into a
arcane
rift
out of
in
nowhere.
time.
Okay.
maybe we can go
Wait,
back
so
in
we're
time.
we're going back. We're going back following the blood trail, right?
Yeah, you'll be going. So let me pause it for a moment. Yeah, moving deeper in. The trail is not leading back towards the city. It's moving deeper, further away from the City of Hope. And as we are traveling another hour, 2, 3, it's not that the area out there is free from safety, far from it. So, despite the light source and whatnot, do you try to generally avoid unnecessary combat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I will definitely require... actually, you can decide like if you want to do like one skill check for the entire group. Determine like who is the leading the party, like leading scout / stealth person. If someone else wants to assist for that advantage, you may do so. Or if you want, we can do like each one makes their own stealth checks. I'm fine with whatever. I'm throwing out options to you guys.
Who here has good dex?
I have a +2 to stealth, so if I get at least, and I don't have any armor
I got a +3.
penalties.
I have
Plus three?
disadvantage at stealth. So.
I think we should choose like the one person doesn't.
Yeah.
Then I'll grant advantage to Sasa.
I'm gonna say the
Wow.
DC you are looking for. It's getting further in, so I'm gonna say the DC is 13.
Get it to it.
Eh.
God damn you.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't roll anymore today.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me
No one really knows
copy,
Sasa.
copy the
Just for
tokens.
the sake of finding out.
Yep. That do be my luck. Just letting you know, it happens more often than not.
Yeah. Sorry guys, we'll be fine.
Absolutely nothing bad can happen.
So
You
I'm
won't
gonna
die if they're
I'm
here.
gonna show you. You are following. You were moving in
I have no one.
on this map. Actually, I'm gonna put you slightly. Like that. And you are generally moving in roughly in that direction. So if you want to position yourselves like in your like what's your
Pause, please.
oh yeah hold on.
Okay, I'd be in the front.
Okay. I mean, Sasa was leading, so no, you wouldn't be in front.
I'm gonna be near you in the front.
And Sasa will be like
Master,
here.
you can
You
get
are-
picked off over there.
You are slightly far away from the group. Like generally I'm
Foolish
along
little
like in this like general clearing.
Yeah, Sasa's just going like over here.
We're going north.
Ba-da-ba.
What,
Yeah,
what the
you're
fuck
going
are you
in
doing?
that.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah, you are going
Okay,
in
no, we're going to the
that.
other side. Okay.
You are going that
I'm a-
that
I'm a
general
bright ass white.
direction.
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
Okay, that's far enough. That's far
Okay,
enough.
stop.
That's far enough.
What is
actually,
wrong with you people?
actually, it will be like that.
Sasa's just
Alright.
it's just going like, I am sneaky, I'm sneaky,
Why
I'm
do you
sneaky.
keep
Just talking what she's trying to sneak.
Oh, is it Crunk when he's disposing of
Yeah,
Cusco?
exactly.
We're herd animals, goddammit, stay close.
All right.
Time to dig underground.
When suddenly, sure you had to like along the way, along these few hours, you had to like dispatch, you know, some idle zombie or skeleton or other like very weak shadowy creature because the darkness out here always has teeth, but you have honed your skill a little bit. However, seemingly the luck or fate decides that you won't be able to avoid this particular danger, as suddenly from two opposite directions, I'm gonna say you do not get surprised, this is not a surprise round, we're gonna do like regular initiative roll, but you'll be hearing from this direction and this direction heavy skeletal, not hoofs, but like very rapidly heavy footsteps, heavy skeletal
say.
footsteps. And let us
On different ends, I can't burn in hands and
oh, hold on, I need to actually I won't be able to change because oh god, because I did change one setting on the module and now the UI is too small. I apologize, give me just 1 second.
let's see.
Fuck, where is it? Combat. Oh my god, I'm gonna freaking...
That's the most health.
I have 25 health.
I have 12.
Okay, oh god, now that's way better.
How do you have 12?
Huh?
They're fucking tiny.
No. You get max health from first level, and then you get average from the second classes. So that
Yeah, I'm an artificer.
is an artificer D8.
Yeah, 8 plus 4.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. We're third level, right?
Yes, you are.
Once you have
Did
16.
you roll
Yes,
your
we
hit
are.
dice?
True. No,
Yeah.
I did not.
You dumb.
Okay, you
Oh,
can
yes.
you can absolutely do that now.
It's like
Uh,
beep boop.
are we rolling initiative?
You get 4. You're 16 or something. I don't know.
Yes, indeed, you can roll your initiative.
Oh boy. Oh.
That was a little too much right now.
Oh god.
Eh.
Oh god.
If my initiative is already in the order, did I? Oh, okay, there, I got it.
Yeah, where is it?
Okay, they rolled absolute garbage.
Yay.
Where the hell is it?
Good for us.
Where's the goddamn initiative button?
On the top
I
left,
lose
where
every
your
time?
icon.
I think,
you
If
hover
you're
over
your
the
icon.
It's
Yeah.
it's already rolled, so it's fine.
Mm.
All right, unpause, Silas. It is your turn.
Okay, Silas doesn't know what's going on, can't see anything, so he's just gonna kind of take a step forward and just let a javelin, and that's it.
All right. By the way, yeah, it's more than likely that I might forget, so do remind me if you like have prepared actions. Like, feel free to like, cut me
It
off.
takes an action to pull out a weapon, so I can't do that. So
Oh.
I don't do anything after that.
All
It's an
right.
item interaction to pull out a weapon.
I thought it was
You
just
can-
an action.
No.
Because an item interaction is like pulling.
Equipping and
or-
unequipping things. As long as it's not like armor.
And
Where the hell
I
is it
guess they're
saying it's
ready
my turn?
to throw it as soon as I see an enemy. Then
All right. Very well. Okay. Hold on. Did
I do not think it should... Does not sound right.
What, the whole weapon thing? It is I'm pretty sure it is an action to take out the weapon.
if we're talking PF2E, but yeah, no. Sorry. Tally is right. I
For
just
some
looked at
reason
it.
it's saying it's my turn when it should not be. So I'm gonna
yeah,
just
I'm
do
not sure
this.
why it started.
Pass it back.
Yeah. Okay.
Post
So I
it in
fixed
the
that.
Discord.
So yeah. I will try to remember
Alright.
that. Yeah, Silas has prepared action. Sasa.
That's just gonna be like, no, and just play here.
For now, I'm gonna say you see what you see, but as I mentioned, you do hear heavy footsteps coming from both directions. From us in 1, 2.
Okay. She's readying her crossbow.
All right.
And yeah, that's what I'm readying as an action to pew pew.
Okay. Vale.
That's my one.
Let's see how long this lasts. Okay. I'm going to Crimson Right and activate in my main hand on my hand axe. My sorry, I can't fucking speak. My rate of fire. So you'll see the hand axe like starts to glow as if it was like in the forge. And he's gonna ready an action to throw it at an enemy if they get within 20 feet.
Very well. Okay. Pastor. Oh.
Right. First.
Oh
things
right.
first.
Okay. I know what happened. Okay.
First things first. Wording bond on Vale. We're now
Above the
somewhat
werewolf.
protected.
Does that mean we're wearing matching rings? Did you propose?
Oh wait,
It's a
do we
little
have-
like metallic scrap metal friendship bracelet.
yeah.
Wait, do you have that ring?
I don't think it needs a ring.
No, it does.
It
actually
does.
does?
Yeah, it
Oh,
does.
fuck.
Yeah, it's like a chromatic orb. You need a
Mhm.
50
Oh,
gold
god damn it.
diamond.
How do I undo that then?
Just go up to above your spells and just re-add the spell.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Then instead
deal
of
with
that, spiritual
effect.
weapon.
Okay, that's a solid one. Small friend is summoned.
Fucking. Yeah, this is good.
There he is.
Uh,
All right.
I think that's the action for now.
Oh, that's a bonus action. You still got an action.
You can ready
Yeah,
an
but
action as well.
I guess I'll ready a guiding bolt.
Good stuff.
Ending my turn.
This guy comes through and he's like,
Alright.
light him up.
All
I can
right.
destroy him.
You will see charging through a tree with wood splintering in every direction. You'll see large skeletal figure charging through. Actually, I cannot freaking.
Ha! That's a miss.
This is. It's mindless, so. However, it's pretty fast, so
Let me roll my luck.
that's its move
against
action.
it.
And yeah, as it's coming at
Oh,
you,
nice! It's right on my spiritual weapon.
yes, they are mindless. They do not know what it does, so
Like, fucking-
they just, saw the big glowy target.
Would my guiding bolt go off?
I mean, you prepared your actions. If you want to spend them now on this target, feel free to do so.
I don't believe I can roll outside of my turn. It is not letting me.
Yeah, me neither.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm rolling from D&D Beyond, so...
Okay, so let me. Okay, so
I mean,
So
I can
Sil-
just, like...
yeah, I'm gonna fix this in a So Silas, you did your prepared action and you missed because you have disadvantage on attack.
Because I
He's-
said when I first see him,
Mm-hmm.
and that was out of the range of the 30.
All right.
He's long range.
I'm gonna hold. Sasa, does your prepared action goes off?
Yes.
Okay, now that I changed it, you should be allowed to roll. If it's still a problem, I will. I don't know.
It will suffer
Yeah,
in
it's-
defeat.
He's not doing the thing.
DM might have to roll for ready actions, and you might have to go to...
Yeah, sadly. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so Silas
I
did
can-
his thing.
Oh, it lets me roll if I just do it by hand.
Yeah, I don't know if
Oh.
it's doing
Yeah, one sec. So can I do it by hand right now?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
If your prepared actions are going off.
Nice.
Hey!
I think that hits.
Yeah, you are
I
looking
hope that
for.
hits.
You are looking for AC 12.
Okay.
Okay, so it's 1d4 plus.
And
And also,
tell me if you have bludgeoning weapon.
I have a slashing damage, but it is magical because of my right. It turns it into a magical weapon. So that is the great. Okay,
Okay.
that's the slashing damage, and then I have 1d4 fire. Great,
Mhm.
cool.
I'm merely saying
Well, it's-
because it's a skeleton, so bludgeoning weapons are vulnerable to that.
Mm.
Okay, so Veil, the total is not 2.
A solid 2.
I mean, plus your modifiers.
Oh yeah, it's a +3, so that's 5 total.
All right.
Solid damage.
Actually, let me show you the resources. Everyone. Alright. Sasa, you did your roll.
D5. Yes, 5 points of damage.
Okay, Is that a thing that you need to make a attack roll or not? Wait, you did prepare some.
Yeah, I rolled a 19.
I'm blind.
But it's not
Yeah,
showing,
it's
yeah.
not showing for us. Yeah,
Yeah.
just reroll it.
You could do reveal. Oh,
Mm.
Ah, why is it showing that one? Okay.
I mean,
Well,
I guess you have some
Yeah, you have
bonuses?
proficiency in modifier.
You're
I
looking
have
for
12.
You're looking for 12, AC 12. If you got 12,
Yeah, I think
that's a
it's
hit.
12.
Okay, so 5 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, actually, this is 12.
Okay, do we still have to do any prepared actions?
Yes, sir.
Pastors, guiding bolt.
Yeah.
If you want
He's
to like
gonna
spend
delete
it
it.
on this one. Just remember there's still second one coming.
Yeah, you don't have to send
Yeah.
it if you don't.
Oh!
He's gonna
Critical
kill it.
hit.
Sadly they are not vulnerable to radiant,
Really?
but it's still a critical hit.
Yeah.
Right. Critical hit.
Oh my god, that dice roll.
Why is that?
I
a
got
plus
3
24?
ones and a 2.
Wait, why is that a 24? A plus
The
24?
crit damage works. We maximize
right,
the
right.
Oh, true,
Yeah.
true, true.
That's
Yeah,
still a
it's-
fucking meaty hit.
Yeah, it's a foundry setting that base critical damage is maximized, so I guess that's my
Mhm.
answer. Okay, so that's a meaty 29 points of damage, yo. And you
Oh,
see
that is-
as the creature reels from this massive strike, plenty of its bone shattering. However, the necromantic energy that holds the creature is still enough for it
Now
to...
we have advantage to hit it.
Yes.
Yep.
I didn't want that to be said.
In character. Hey guys.
That looked right.
However, the creature will rear back its great axe, kinda bone rusty looking, and take a swing at the
I
closest
T-pose.
target, which is Vale.
Try me, bitch.
Hold on, it didn't work.
Gonna have to ask the blacksmith for matching bracelets.
Dude,
Get back.
I'll hook you up.
Yeah.
I mean, if any of us have
roll.
platinum.
Okay,
Barely
do
had
you,
100 gold.
Vale, remind me, do you have anything that makes Minotaur Skeletons attack against you disadvantage? Or not?
I wish.
Okay,
No.
so
Yeah, be real quick.
regular attack.
Ha.
Okay,
Backflip.
okay. However, thankfully it doesn't have multi-attack. However, charging from the
Now for
side.
number 2.
1, 2, 3, 5,
Are Minotaur
6,
common in our city?
8. I'm gonna leave that entirely up to you.
Okay.
Governor's adopted daughter.
Maybe we have like a little Greek, like that little Greek mini town, and there's like Minotaurs in there. You go there for
Okay.
Mediterranean.
They do not have any range attacks, so what this one's gonna do, it's gonna double move to Silas. And that's its turn. And Silas,
Thank God.
it is your turn.
Okay.
Defend yourself.
I never want to be in close combat ever again.
I'm back, by the way.
I guess we'll have to
Everyone-
word. Oh boy, take 7 points of damage. Then as a bonus action, I'll give Bardic Inspiration to Vale.
Hey, thanks.
Right.
Oh, that's not what I mean, but here
Yeah,
you
you're
go.
good. Good.
I can do that. Oh, that would be cool.
All right.
Then it's the turn. Badoo.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, that's not what I meant to move. Sorry.
A 4 with a
That's
10-foot pole.
right.
Okay, so I only hear 2 footsteps, right? Like these 2 creatures. I don't hear anything else.
Yes. About the bird information, there are no other enemies. This is the encounter.
Okay. Just getting away. uh,
Fairies leaving us behind to die.
I'm not leaving you behind to die. I'm merely making some space so I don't die. Who's the one carrying the potions? Me. I'm gonna shoot the one that's very injured with my firebolts. It's not letting me roll, and it's my turn. Fuck it, I'll just do
You have to target him?
Yeah,
Oh.
Alt and click enemy
Oh,
token.
click and then try it.
I think you can right click
Ah,
twice
there you
too
go.
now.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh my god. It's like your third natural one.
Yeah.
This is why whenever JP DMs, I never fear his combat encounters because he just always
I
rolls
always roll like
ones and
shit.
2s and 3s for his enemies.
I mean, that's the thing. Sometimes, like, DMs, when they DM, they have good rolls, but when they turn to player side, they...
No, it's the same.
Changes.
No, it's the same for me all the
It's the
time. I always roll like
same.
shit.
Alright.
That's my turn.
Alright.
So I have
Okay.
a question for you.
Yes.
If my hand axe hit him while he was like here, would it be on the ground?
Rephrase that question because I'm not sure if I
Okay.
get your intention.
When he, I need to pick up my hand axe. So I threw it at him as he was coming out of the bushes, and
Yeah,
it's like over here,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna pivot. Here, and pick it up.
Yeah. Oh, okay, now I get it. Yeah, you
Give it back.
you are Gucci.
Yeah, okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so I can get like here. Okay. And
So
then I'm
avoid
going...
us like, yeah, because like mechanically there's like only one attack, but I imagine like span of 6 seconds. There's like slow swing, Veil
Yeah.
like dodges, barrels, grabs his weapon, and then as like in a swift motion attacking.
Alright. I am going to... I'll save that for the other one. I'm gonna hand axe twice. So for the first one,
All right.
I'm gonna alt click. Okay. Okay.
Very nice.
And then, so that's gonna be a total of 8 damage on him.
All right.
And then... Go my bonus action. Another hit. Or not. Never mind.
Yeah, AC 12. So sadly that.
Yes,
misses.
fine. He's able to get one strike and has to dodge an attack before he's able to make the other hit.
Actually, remind because I was surprised because when the turn moved over, the guiding bolt thing disappeared, and I'm
Oh.
wondering if you should have still advantage from guiding bolt. Because guiding bolt lasts until the start
yeah.
of Pastor's turn.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You all
Don't
should
worry.
have
Then-
advantage.
Then
Not die.
Sasa would have had advantage, yeah. So you can roll again if you'd like.
Yeah,
Watch me miss again.
Hey.
Fuck, I hit.
You- you hit
I did
with
it,
what exactly
Mom.
you needed.
Wait, that's the wrong one. It's a 1d10. I don't know why it's not letting me do damage.
Just roll
It
that.
It's
might not
fine.
be part of the macro.
It's a 1d10.
Nice.
That's good.
Thanks, God, for helping us.
Thanks for the reminder that I have advantage.
Well, you should still have you like rolled your attack? The one you missed with advantage?
It only gives you advantage once for guiding bolt on the first attack against it until
Okay.
the pastor's next turn.
Okay.
That would be broken.
Okay.
Or within
Alright.
range of my evening star.
Plus your spiritual weapon. Actually, how does your spiritual
yes.
weapon looks like?
Yeah.
Oh, it's another floating goddamn mace.
Yeah.
It's either that or it's just like a floating orb of light that just bashes into things.
Dual
Alright.
bonk.
Go for it.
I should probably roll for the thing first. The,
Yeah.
Spiritual weapon.
You might need to manually roll.
Attack. Normal. 2. Amazing.
I almost saw a
no.
20, but no.
Yeah. Evening star. Go. Kill.
You're gonna need to be one step closer.
Hey! I hit it. No, the evening star has reach.
Oh. Is it like a halberd?
Yeah, it's a reskinned halberd.
You're a freaking cleric with a halberd? That's pretty metal.
That definitely hits.
Hey!
Okay. It is bludgeoning, right?
Yes.
The macro is correct? Okay,
Yes.
as I mentioned, they are vulnerable to bludgeoning, so that 10 turns into 20. And guess how much HP they had?
Not that much.
10. How do you want to do this? How does it look like?
The first the flying orb like goes in front of its eyes, and then as it's there, Pastor raises up the evening star and crushes down onto the orb into the skull.
Vayla's just like, damn, our cleric's cracked. What the fuck?
That's it.
Alright.
Yeah.
What's a protagonist energy?
You
Right turn.
have...
I don't think I have much else I can do. So here we go.
Okay. The other one, completely unconcerned, doesn't think what's happening on the battle, has the closest target. And is gonna rears back and then horizontal swing tries to bisect Silas. Actually, oh for fuck's sake, hold on. Something broke. Oh, god damn it.
Oh,
Some action. Oh.
Okay. Maybe they do not have a macro for damage already. Ah, god damn it. Okay, it's a great axe, so this is gonna hurt.
At least they don't have
Roll
multi
a
attack.
1. Roll a 1.
that means it's gonna be even higher.
It's not maximum, like I rolled last time.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't have any more actions, doesn't have multi-attack. Jonathan's turn. Silas, recovering from this massive slashing strike, your turn.
That's the wrong move. There you go. Okay. Take 13. On my turn.
Alright, 13. Your quick counterattack finds its mark. However, the necromantic energies holding the skeleton are quite something. The creature still stands. Alright, Sasa. JP.
I was muted. I'm sorry. I was saying that I'm going to firebolt. again.